Hello my friends, welcome to this toning workout for the core and glutes. We're going to come down onto our mat into Shavasana pose. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to stretch out as far as we can, putting our arms over our heads and pointing our toes. Now bending your knees and begin to lift your head and shoulders off the mat, really engaging your core. Extend your legs into a diagonal shape and then begin to pump out your 100. If you're a beginner, you might like to bend your legs, but we inhale for 5 and then we exhale for 5, pumping out, getting the blood flow circulating. Having your arms no higher than your hips. And don't forget to breathe. You're almost there. Good. Now we're going to take some roll downs, which are great for your backs, abs and posture. So lying down on your mat, making sure your shoulders are relaxed and away from your ears, your scapula down, bringing your arms over your head. And then begin to inhale, lifting your hands over your head, moving your chin, and then your head and shoulders will follow, and your spine begin to move up and over. And as you come over, pull in your abs and deepen your curve. If you need to, bending your legs as you touch your toes. Breathing into your pelvis, tucking your tailbone under, and trying to keep your legs on the floor as much as possible. And here we're going to take another 5 of those. So lifting up over your head and then rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra onto the floor. Keeping your scapula down, your arms over your head, and then tucking your chin in, and your head, shoulders will follow as you slowly begin to move up and over. Brilliant. And now come in to a forward fold. Just again, bending your legs if you need to, breathing in, up and over, and trying to touch your toes with your hands, feeling that stretch all through the thoracic and lumbar spine. Take an inhale now, and we'll take 10 spine twists. So sitting tall, your legs stay even. Your palms facing down, your fingers long, your arms parallel with the mat. Begin to twist and breathing your navel into your spine. Twist towards your right hand side and look towards your back arm as you turn. And then come back to center and take it over to the left. And then repeat 10 times. Just visualizing a towel being wrung with water as you go through these moves. And then coming down into our shoulder bridge pose, having your feet hip width apart, the soles of your feet on the mat, having your arms parallel, and then begin begin to push down into your soles of your feet and peeling your back off the mat, lifting your pelvis, engaging the core. Inhale here, exhale, and then begin to pulse this move. This is fantastic for your abs, your glutes, and even your shoulders. Taking 10 of these. Coming back to center now, we're going to take alternate knees. So bringing your right knee out to the side and then bringing it in. Bringing your left knee out to the side and bringing it in. Trying to maintain that posture in our core as we go through these moves. Engaging your pelvis, breathing in, and pump. Ten each side. And now we're going to alternate the heels, so lifting your right heel off the mat, back in our shoulder bridge pose, lifting up our right heel off the mat, and then putting it down, lifting our left heel off the mat, and then putting it down. Alternating between the two for 20. Don't forget to breathe, you've got this. Just keep focusing on your breath and reconnecting with your breath. If you need to take a break, then please just come down into lying position. Good, now coming into our single leg bridge. So from here, pushing your weight through your left heel and lifting your right leg off the mat, straightening your leg, having the knee above your hip, pushing up through the pelvis, down through the shoulder blades, up to the sky, and then pulse. Coming down. Take that for 20. Beautiful. Now bringing your right leg down to the mat, sole of your right foot on the mat, lifting up your left leg this time, pushing through your weight-bearing heel, which is your right this time, and straightening out your left leg, knee above the hip, and then take 20 pulses. Beautiful, well done. Now coming into our butterfly pose, bringing the soles of your feet together, letting your feet come down to the mat and letting your knees drop out to the side, and maybe pushing through your elbows into your hips just to open up that area of tension a little bit more. Inhale and then exhale. Sitting up straight now, having your hands around the soles of your feet, I'd like you to begin to flap in a butterfly for 20. Wonderful. And now we're going to take our seal pose. So dive your hands through your legs and take a hold outside of the feet. Rolling back slightly and finding your balance, draw the abs in. Scoop the abs and gaze down towards your feet and clap 3 times. And then smoothly roll back on your shoulders, not your neck. And then coming up again. Really feeling the pressure here in your core, and then clapping 3 times again. And then roll back down onto your shoulders. And take another 10 of these. Then coming back down onto your mat, have the soles of your feet on the floor, having your arms out beside you into a T-like position, and then slowly collapsing your legs towards the right, but not the whole way down, so bringing your knees down just above the floor, feeling that twist, maybe looking over your shoulder, of the opposite shoulder. Inhale, then come back to center and take it over to the other side, looking over your other shoulder, and don't let your legs come down to the floor, just keeping them hovered up. And then swapping over again. And repeat this 10 times. Don't ever let your legs come right down to the mat. This pose is amazing as a twist for detoxification and loosening up your spine. So as we come into our final poses, I'd just like you to really connect with your breathing. Wonderful. All right. Now coming down into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Lifting your arms over your head first and stretching out. Take an inhale and then an exhale. Bringing your left knee into your chest, keeping your right leg straight. And then swapping round. Give yourself a hug with both knees rolling slightly from side to side. And then coming into your Shavasana pose. Recognizing that you got up and got out and got down onto your mat today. Feeling how you now feel perhaps compared to when you started. Feeling that engagement in your core, maybe you feel the heat in your stomach and your abs. Just breathe, inhale, exhale. Begin now to wiggle your hands and your feet, and then your knees and your arms, and we'll come back to a seated pose. Crossing your legs. Thank you so much for joining me today, my friends. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again on the mat soon. Namaste.